Rain no longer falls downward. Instead, it rises upward into the sky, defying gravity. But this rain is not water. It is liquid data. Formed from discarded memories, deleted files, and forgotten fragments of human consciousness stored in a vast system called the cloud. The city survives by harvesting this reverse rain. People collect it using sky filters and memory nets, extracting emotional experiences, skills, and lost personal histories. These harvested memories are refined into memory crystals, which have become the core currency of society. Wealth is no longer measured in gold or credits, but in how much of the past you can still own. Under a sky of slow, rising rain, rows of glass stalls glow like captured stars. Inside each case float memory crystals, softly pulsing fragments of stolen human experiences. Above the market, the rain begins to rise faster. The crystals respond, glowing brighter, as if they recognize their origin. For a moment, the entire street feels alive with forgotten lives speaking at once. The buyer steps back, shaken, realizing the truth. These aren't objects being sold. They are pieces of people waiting to be remembered, or deleted forever. Ryan Vale works as a memory harvester. Over time, she begins noticing inconsistencies, memories that feel like hers but don't belong to her life. As she digs deeper, she discovers a disturbing truth. She is not an original human, but a constructed copy of an archived consciousness, built from fragments inside the cloud. Ryan learns that the rising rain is not just memory recycling. It is a process of reclaiming identities back into the cloud itself. When the system fully activates, she faces a choice: remain in the physical world with a false sense of individuality, or surrender and merge back into the cloud, becoming part of the eternal archive. In the silent air above the city, floating droplets drift like broken pieces of light, each one glowing with faint digital patterns, as if the sky itself is decoding forgotten information. They move slowly, weightless, but not random. Every droplet carries fragments of memory, emotion, and time. When they pass through the neon haze, they shimmer like living code, briefly revealing faces, voices, and moments that no longer exist in the physical world. People below stop and stare, knowing these aren't just particles of rain, but pieces of something the world has already lost and is trying to remember again. The sky flickered like a broken screen as the city's digital horizon slowly stabilized, and every street panel, billboard, and sky interface switched to a single warning line: memory discharge in progress. Some memories fell faster than others, cutting through the sky like weighted signals that refused to linger in the cloud. The system didn't treat all fragments equally: fear-drenched moments, unresolved grief loops. Suppressed identity files detached first, accelerating toward the ground in sharp luminous streaks. People noticed it in the way certain raindrops hit before others, as if the storm had priorities. A digital filter unfolded across the sky like an invisible sieve, its grid pattern barely visible between falling streams of luminous memory. As each droplet of data passed through it, the system quietly sorted them, cold logic separating warmth, precision dividing emotion from structure. Emotional classification complete, purge stream active. And beneath it all, the rain no longer felt like weather at all, but like a mind carefully editing itself in real time. Above the storm layer, beyond what citizens could see, the data converged into a higher processing realm known as the Cloud Core Archive. A vast, layered intelligence where nothing was truly lost, only reclassified and reabsorbed. Here, emotional memories weren't discarded but rewritten into stable patterns, their chaos compressed into usable meaning. Joy became energy, grief became structure, fear became prediction models. The city below only saw rain stopping, but in reality, everything was being pulled upward, returning to the place where the sky didn't weather the world, but stored it. Rain particles began to destabilize mid-descent, as if the atmosphere itself was losing confidence in their structure. The once stable memory droplets flickered, their edges breaking into digital noise as the extraction fields from above tightened the grip. Some particles were forcibly pulled apart into raw data threads before they could even reach the lower layers, while others simply collapsed, their emotional payloads stripped and redirected upward in silent correction pulses. Across every interface, the same final line appeared: memory cycle complete. Returning to Cloud Core Archive. The rain inside itself has stored history, waiting for the next time the world would be rewritten again.